Oh, the smell of a winning trade, right? If you're a DIY investor, then you know that feeling. A winning trade just getting better and better, the dollars adding up, you're as happy as can be. So you take your profit. Now, most of you might have a good reason for doing this. Maybe you had a specific return in mind. Some of you might be using charts to plan your exit, using areas on the chart that you feel are the best place to take a profit. And that's cool too. Here's the problem though. Some of you take a profit whenever the hell you feel like it, and that I have a problem with. Now, I've had the honor of teaching literally thousands of traders all over the world, and I can tell you that there are two major things that keep them from being successful. The first is position size, and boy, we could do like 10 videos on that. I'm serious, that's a big problem. But the second is targets, profit targets. See, most people attribute a profit as being correct, right? That means you bought the stock, you didn't do anything, you were just right and it went up. You take your profit and you move on. Now, if you buy a stock and it goes down, now that's where you really have to work, right? That's where your brain starts going, oh my God, was I wrong? Was this not the right idea? Well, how much do I want to lose? Do I have to do something here? That's where the real work kicks in. So there are two problems that I see when people take their profits. Now, it shouldn't be a problem, right? But when you're trading, you want to fine-tune every little part of your trading business. So if you're doing this yourself, there are two things that I want to talk about today. The first real problem that I see is people take their profits too early. Now wait, let's explain this one. Maybe you had a profit target of 8%, right? And the stock's going up and you're going, great, okay, I check in on it, it looks good, it's still getting better, I'm up 4%, 5%, 6%, and now all of a sudden you start talking yourself out of the trade. You were shooting for 8%, and it very well could get to 8%, but you start saying, well, 6% is pretty good, and oh my God, what if it goes back down to 4% and that's all I have? What am I gonna do? Now, I'm guilty of this too from time to time. You're shooting for 8%, but somehow you talk yourself out at 5, 6% or something like that, and you think you did the right thing there. Now, that's horrible because you're teaching yourself to just do whatever it is you wanna do when it makes you feel good. The problem with it is there's no negative consequence. You walk away with your 5, 6% and you are happy with that. You're just teaching yourself the wrong habits. Now, since you have no negative feelings from doing that, you'll tend to do it again. And I promise you in the long run, that's gonna add up. You had a target in mind. It very well could have got there, but you decided to get out early. Stop it. See, on the other side, when we lose on a trade, we analyze it, we think about it, we kick ourselves, the dog runs away from us. You get it, right? You took the profit early and you moved on to another trade and you never really learned what the problem was there. So the lesson, whatever your initial reason is for having a profit target, whether it's a chart, a return, anything that you want, stick to it. That way you can measure your trades going forward and see, are you shooting for too much? Is that chart area that you were looking at not a good area? Should you adjust it? You'll never learn if you take your profits early. Okay, the second reason that I see people lose when they actually take a profit is they sell for a profit when the stock's going down. Now let's talk about that one. Now here's how this goes, and if I strike a nerve here, if you happen to have done the same thing, leave a comment, let me know. So you have a target in mind and you plan on shooting for it, you're not gonna get out early, and what happens? The stock goes up past your target and you go, whoa, this is awesome. I was gonna sell at 8% or this resistance area and I'm doing better, so this is awesome. But what happens? The stock shoots through your target area and starts to pull back and you go, oh God, I had more profit. I was shooting for 8%. I was up 10%. Let me get out before it goes back under 8%. Sound like something you might have done before? I've done it. I'll admit to it. Here's the problem. First of all, you didn't follow your rules, right? That's the name of the game. You've got to have rules and you got to follow them. It's the only way you'll know if you're improving or not. The second thing here is you had to react to what the stock did, not just place the order when it got to what you expected. And anytime you have to react to whatever the stock does, that's a position of weakness right there. You're going to get in some trouble. Because here's what happens. When a trade is losing, maybe you want to lose 5% on a stock. It drops down under 5% and you go, oh, well, when it bounces, I'll get out. You see what you're doing there? You're learning to react to the stock. And when you have a losing trade, it's just going to cause you a lot more troubles. Trust me, I've done it. The point of all this is if you're going to be a good DIY trader or a good DIY investor, you need to have a set of rules. Ask any trader, any investor, any of the greats, read any of the books, and they'll all say, establish some rules, follow the rules, then look at how the rules performed and adjust the rules over time. Now lastly, while you're out there trading away, you're probably gonna need someone to manage that IRA or your retirement accounts, and wouldn't you know it, that's what we do here. If you'd like to have us manage your retirement accounts, head over to jazzwealth.com, go to the top, hit invest now, and I will personally follow up with you to make sure you get your account opened or transferred from wherever it's at. If this video pissed you off, made you happy, or you have more questions, feel free to leave a comment below, send me an email, or as always, you can contact me directly anytime at